Yo, what's up guys? New Siege video. We are in the Siege tournament. We already made it straight to round 3 because we were top 4. We were placed number 4. We're playing N3w3ra, which is actually my previous guilds from the people that have been following me for Siege content or any content for longer. This is a guild we have, or I have been in for, I think a whole season or 2 seasons. I think 1 season. But yeah, really nice people, really cool guild. Very difficult match. They had some really new offenses. This one was semi-new, so we had to use some stuff we normally don't do. I have some offenses I normally don't use. So that was actually pretty funny. So Shihua is pretty much a new unit for me to use. The way I used it was just additional damage artifacts, make it tanky, make it speedy, make it everything. You guys know I got Gucci artifacts, so that's what I roll on. So at first I thought actually streaming this, but I noticed at some point I was mainly leading the siege more or less, so I couldn't really stream that while leading the siege. So I did that for like, I guess the first, like, I don't know, few hours. So, and at that time I was like, okay, maybe I should start hitting myself as well. So just went in for a few hits, and from there came that I was just starting to do like all of my hits, and was like, okay, not gonna stream that. It's not that easy to stream the siege tournament. It's also not that beneficial for the guild itself. So for that reason I was like, okay, not gonna stream it, too bad guys, but still making this record, showing you where it went right, where it went wrong. And they brought back the Theomars. And trust me, you do want to stay for this one clip that's coming later, trust me. It is there, you do want to stay for that. This is not a clickbait. There are 2 really crazy matches coming up at least. There's a few like pretty interesting ones, but trust me, there was 2 I was like all over the place. And the thing which we do with Doubt, and I think most guilds should do, and it's also fun to do, is go on Discord while you do these tournaments. And while being on Discord, you can discuss like offenses, defenses, strategies, anything like that. But most of us, like we notice, we're just also having quite like a good time. Sure, if you're winning, you have more of a good time than when you're losing. But it is not bad. It's actually pretty fun. So this defense, on paper, very good, but very Tiana food at the moment. I think that Clara was pretty fast, but it is very much Tiana food. So that's the first Theomars we already... So then a very deadly looking defense, and I would say this is pretty deadly. I have seen it in the Asia server where they run this, but with a Kaki rather than a Kinky. I do have max accuracy on these bombers here. I do also have a lot of S1 damage, 2.5k, not too bad, not too bad. Not sure what the Gianna's at this point. Okay, with armor break, that's even a lot more than that. So, missing a bomb, too bad, but still kind of Gucci. Gianna's a little bit less on the damage. Well, she's more on the tanky-ish build. Sierra's more of on the damagey-ish build. So, we did miss a bomb stun. That's kind of too bad, but... Also missing that on the Oak, but that's, I guess, common. But yeah, S1 damage, and it's pretty doable. So going pretty fast so far. And this is the defense they came up with. And to be honest, I thought it was actually pretty bad as a defense. The main thing is it lacks strip really hard. And because of it lacking strip, I feel like it doesn't do too much. It is not super bad, but... I feel like as long as you have some immunity form, like this of course is like a very hard counter. But I feel like there are quite a few options where this would be pretty beneficial. Plus the fact they actually put a special tower on this for extra damage on water. Guess what's on my field? So, or no, water did extra damage, like the other way around. This was actually kind of strange interaction because of that Oblivion being there. I don't get the immunity when you get the turn. So I actually cleansed there, and that was not a smart cleanse because you kind of want to cleanse this away. So it's like, okay, is this an issue though? But you still have so much buffs and so much, like they barely did any damage. Like, not gonna lie, like what's the damage? What's the damage? Like I barely got tickled. So this defense can be good, but this is just super, super hard counted here. So yeah, I feel like this was one of the better offenses. And then it's also the way you play it. If you start focusing the Thessarion, for example, you might have some issues. If you focus the Nana, you get rid of the AoE armor break, it's pretty easy. I noticed that with my guildies as well. Some guildies have more issues with others to see the priority of what you should hit first. And I think that's very important in Siege. And that's where I see like a lot of us also stream on Discord. What we're hitting, how we're hitting it and stuff like that. And I think with that, I can kind of also see like the other like play style of people, what they hit first, what they focus on first. If this happens in the match, if that happens in the match, what do they switch to and that kind of stuff. So I do notice it kind of switches from some people that was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, and they talk about it like, okay, yeah, could work, could work. But in quite some cases, I was like, yo, no, don't hit that one first, hit the other one first, way easier. And they're like, okay. So yeah, that's the good thing about the Discord. You kind of have to have like an active guild to do that kind of stuff. Also, I do understand people are working and that kind of stuff, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. For this siege, it was actually easier for me because I have my day off on Monday. For the next one, I don't have a day off, so that one is like that one is more of a struggle, I guess. Well, maybe if you've seen the results already, you already know. But let's see. So we have another Thesaria. We have another Theomars. Sorry, not Thesaria. We have another Theomars. And this is a defense they were running a lot. We got spammed the shit by this defense. And I would say this defense is somewhat legit, except for the fact that it's kind of countered by immunities as well. But most of their defense were countered by immunity, and therefore it was not that bad to have like a singular counter thing to everything. But this is, we also were using Rika on the right here, which was also pretty much working. But this team was very, very safe. And because of the accuracy of Wusa in the lead, it just made like Savannah 100% accuracy pretty much. Very close. No, it was even 100, I think. So yeah, this just became like very simple, very easy, very straightforward. You just CC them non-stop, they barely get a turn, it doesn't happen too much. And I think we can speed this up for a little bit because you know what Mollies do, you know what Terranese do. They probably revive like Theomars once, twice, maybe thrice, whatever. It's not really changing anything. It's just taking a while, but it's super safe. I got speed buffs, I got pushbacks twice. There's just so much stuff going on. They barely do damage because of the shields, everything. And yeah, if I wouldn't speed this up, this would take quite a bit. So I did speed that one up for you. So that's 5 wins already. And then going for a team that I've been using quite a lot, which is the Lima together with a Molong, which is a super funny team. It's maybe not the best showcase here, but yeah, that proc is not really beneficial, and in that case, I can't really do the kill with the Thessarion. So it's like, ooh, did I mess up here? But no, Thessarion does a lot of damage, so we can actually make an easy kill over there, easy kill over there, and we're already Gucci. My units do too much damage. These units legit did too much damage. So yeah, this team is just very solid. I misplayed it, and I'm just heavily carried by the rune quality, I guess. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Decent offense. Well, this offense is like all rune quality, like from A to Z, lots and lots of rune quality. Look at that damage, man. Half HP, full HP gone, easy, 2 hits. So then hitting the Theomars once more. Shina Martina on the tank, or well, on the damage build in this case. I am known for switching around the MST builds for quite some time, so that's what I do. We do get a decent amount of damage on my units. Not liking that too much, not liking that too much. Can we sleep? Solid sleep. Not that solid of a proc out, but without the sleep, we would have died. Can we steal that buff? Because that's so nice about MST, man. You just like, oh, you got Soul Protect? I got Soul Protect. Oh, I also got Endure, by the way, and your defense buff. I got everything. I take everything. That's what we do. So yeah, that just makes it, this offense is just OP. Yeah. If you have this stuff ruined good, it does too much damage. That's point 1. It survives, it steals buffs, it starts doing more damage when the moment you stole more buffs. It's deadly. It is a very, very deadly. And then it becomes winnable. So 7 wins in a row. So then hitting the Theomars once more. And this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to put 2 counters up here for how many times they procced and how many times I procced. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. I am going to do it in the edit afterwards. That's a lot of damage, by the way. That is a lot and a lot of damage. So wait, I can count it by myself. So we have 1 additional turn for Theomars. So 1 on his side, 0 on my side. I did. Now looking at it, I should have brought Destroy. Well, I noticed in the fight as well. I should have brought Destroy. So that was the second one, right? Yeah. It was the third one. Wait, I have to go back. Did I Molly proc? A little bit further. Not this one. So we're at 1 for Theomars. I want to correct it right, or count it right. So what stunts? So okay, that's number 2 for him. That's number 3 for him. 0 for me. Wait, was that a proc? Was that a proc? I'm kind of paying attention, but then half paying attention. So that's 1 turn. Okay, that's 2. So 3-1. 3-1. We're on procs right now. And that's 4-1, 5-1. Monkey doing decent damage also without the attack buff. That's 6-1. That's 7-1. That's 8-1. Theomars just went 4 turns, by the way. Okay, okay. Yeah, rip. Theomars going 4 turns is very deadly still. I was pretty tilted for this part so far. So we're looking at 8-1. 8-1 in procs. And keep in mind, the monkey didn't proc a single time yet. Only the Riley took 1 proc. So this is something that I was taking the monkey for. It destroyed the monkey through all buffs, including endure buff, everything. So we're still looking at an 8-1 in procs. So is this doable for the monkey? That's a 9-1. Monkey still not a single proc, not a single proc. Going for the immunity so that I don't get any stunts. Half HP on that monkey without an attack buff. That's solid. And that's 10-1. Monkey still not feeling like procking. I have no clue. Anyone who wants to do it? Okay, that's a proc on the Riley. So second proc on the Riley. So we have a 10-2. And monkey still never procking. I actually asked my guildies at some points like, yo, can you check if my monkey is on Vio? And they were like, yeah, it's on Vio. Like, why is it not? Okay. So, okay, Riley went for another proc. So that's 3-10 right now. 3-11. So we have to kill the Theomars again. I'm not sure what I did wrong to this monkey, because this monkey ain't no procking. It ain't no procking. So 3-11, if I'm not mistaken. (3-13), because that was a double proc. I should have brought Destroy. That's on me, though. That's on me. And that's 15 into 3. Yeah, Destroy would have helped a lot here, but still, you kind of expect to go a proc once if you took like how many turns? 25 turns? Something like more or less 25-ish, I don't know. So I don't have my skill up here, and unfortunately don't kill it there. It gets cleansed. How about it also procs? It didn't proc yet, and then it procs again. So we're looking at an 18 against 3, where the monkey didn't proc a single freaking time. That's my reaction. That's pretty much my reaction. Non-sponsored, by the way, for this thingy, but like too lazy to click it away. And to show my actual monkey, my monkey was on Vio. My monkey actually had good runes. I was looking for the management tool here. Management, yes. Okay, so this monkey was on Vio. It had 4 Vio runes. Probably had to go for 6 Vio runes. That was a something. That definitely was a something. That was an annoying something. Still not really sure how that happened. So then, how about hitting the Theomars again? But this time we go in with a Valajul and a Feng Yang. And, well, you could go free to play and go like an Emma, or I saw some other people doing like some other stuff with like a defense buff or anything. But I was like, no, I don't do this free to play. I just go in with LD bullshit. And this is just a game of destroying him. If I would have brought Destroy on the previous monkey, it would have done a lot better. I was kind of scared for the Theomars, like one-shotting the monkey. But if I made Riley fast, I could have put immunity straight from the get-go. So I think I should have done that. I should have brought like Destroy on the monkey for sure. So, but yeah, as you guys can see here at the bottom, this clip is pretty lengthy because, well, we're clearing the molly shits. I actually do think this defense is pretty good. Also with the crit rate lead in there, you can make Theomars very much damage. You don't have to focus at anything like crit rate related. You just get there with enough damage, and it's just taking a whole bunch of while. And it enables like a lot of RNG, like going 18 procs against 3, for example. Just an example. Oh man, fucking pain in the ass was that match. Like I was not gonna lie, I was pretty tilted about that match. Pretty freaking tilted. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up because you know what it is. You know what it do. I was shouting at this match still. I was still shouting during this match. So yeah, that's maybe I should have used this one all along. No, I think the other team was actually just as fine. Because you saw how much I literally one-shotted the Theomars, like pretty much. The issue was it coming back and then proccing 4 times. Or 3 times, taking 4 turns. And that my final hit, so I'm 8-1 right now. So final hit. This is a defense they were using quite a lot. And this was our main counter to it. Or not really the main counter, but one of the good counters we had. However, for me, it worked out kinda interesting. I did land all bombs, was pretty happy about that. I did get an armor break. Okay, I do have high resistance on that, but sure thing, sure. Okay, that's countered. That's got rid of the stun and everything. Okay, so I can't land the stone right now, which is very shit. So, okay, that one is dead. I can't heal right now. Okay. Yes. He resists the bomb stun, of course. We still survive. Okay. Yeah. What the actual fuck was that? So in the end, it was a 9-1. We did win. It was pretty close. In the end, we had 34 offense losers. They had about 40. It did only show 25, but they were hiding like 15, which we did some tactics of like switching runes and that kind of stuff on defense. So they actually, you can hide like offenses if someone else goes over it and that kind of stuff. It's not a bad tactic. I don't blame them for doing or anything. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm like, I'm blaming them for that shit. No, not at all. It's a tactic. It's in the game. Blame the game if you don't like it. I think it's a fair tactic to use to hide some offense, but we actually have a way of also seeing those offenses. Well, more or less, we still see the number of how many offenses they did and that kind of stuff. So that kind of helps out that you don't get too stressed for that. But hiding offenses, it's a common thing. I don't mind it. So they did a few on those. But it was a really close match. So in the end, we only had 6 more wins than they had. So it was very, very close. At the end, I'm not sure if you can see. If I do this, you can probably see my... Yeah, so at some point we made like a cut on the last 3 towers. So they were ticking 0. They made a cut for us here. So the 1 and the 2. And then we were only ticking this instead of like everything there. So we made the cut for the full towers back there. So they only had the choice of opening the 2. They only had like 9 hits for that left. So, and we had like 9 hits to clear the 1, which was actually surprisingly one of the easier defenses they placed there. One that I didn't hit, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, in the end, let's look at the defense rate. I think I show it here as well. So contribution, number 1 contribution, whoop whoop. Even with one with one offense lose, still in the top contribution. So that means that I got 5 points from defense successes, or 5 defense successes times 5 is 25. So therefore I have 160. It could be that within those 15 that I had a few more defense success. Could be, probably not. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. So yes, we did win this match. Yes, we're playing Aftermath Legends next Thursday? Thursday, yeah. So that one's going to be a little bit more struggle for me because I have like back-to-back meetings on the whole Thursday. Struggle, so I can only hit at the evening. Struggle, struggle, struggle. But is what it is. We had a very good match. I had a good time this one. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Also, if you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I noticed that the views in the channel is going a little bit downhill, also because I'm too busy with work and that kind of stuff. But I love putting out the content still. That's why I do it. I hope you enjoyed. Show me a little bit of love. Just put the phalange over the mouse on the fucking like button. The thing is like dunk on that button. And if you didn't do that yet, that's exactly the reason why you should do it. Guys, thanks for watching and see you later.